Welcome to the Writer Reads Flash Fiction episode 39. Today we're going to move away from the pixie dust world. We're going to explore instead another place of the dead. This one's called Dead Man's Park. The place was all wrong. Pantello knew it, and so did I, and we went in anyway. The caravan park was quiet and still. It had a no pets policy, and that accounted for the lack of mutts chained up under vans as a security device. But it didn't account for the apparent dearth of inhabitants. I sniffed cautiously at the air, not sure what I was hoping to scent. The smell of rotting meat was there, not surprising. I wondered how many had succumbed to the latest run of plague. What was surprising was the lack of sound. The only low moan I could hear was the wind through the trees. No shuffling footsteps disturbed the roadways or grass side beds, and nothing thumped or bumped or scratched as it tried to claw its way out of a caravan or a car. Where was everybody? You think they all died? Pantello sounds hopeful. You know that would be bad news, right? Yep. We take another couple of steps and stop, listening, straining our senses to catch the slightest clue about what went on. Nothing, save that the smell of death is stronger. You know, I think they're all in one place. Pantello's right. We sniff delicately, working out which direction the dead smell is strongest, and head on over, stopping every 5 or 10 feet to make sure we're still on the right track. When the smell is almost overpowering, we find ourselves on the edge of the park. Some arseholes dug a great big gully right out back, filled it with the bodies of the park's residents. No plague here, just a bunch of dead folk. No kids, I'm glad to say. And then I cringe. Lots of bad things can happen to kids with no folks. I'll call it in. Pantello sounds like he's barely holding down his lunch. I nod, decide not to remind him that I'd warned him 2 burritos and a corn dog was a bad idea. You think they saw something? He asks. I nod again, surveying the area. There's no vantage point here, so whatever it was, it's long gone by now. We wait for the boss and the crime scene investigators to arrive. Is there a pattern? It's the first question the boss asks me. I shrug. That's for these boys to tell me, I said. In the meantime, you think we've got kids missing? Yep. You know the drill. Yeah, boss, we'll get right on it. He let me walk about 5 feet before he spoke again. Tell me there weren't any. I sigh. Not a lot gets past him. I remember seeing a yellow ducky sitting in the shade of a too quiet annex, an abandoned tricycle at the back of a station wagon. Not sure I can, boss. Better get on it fast then. I'll talk to records when I get back to the station. Thanks, boss. There's nothing more to say. He'll talk to records, save me the trouble. I'll start by looking in the manager's office. No one answered our knock. I guess we'll find him somewhere in the pit. Pantello joined me there. From the pallor of his skin, I guessed he'd lost the battle with the burritos. Kids, huh? He asked. Like me, he ignored the brain matter and blood plastering one wall of the office. Yep, I said, and turned the page of the ledger. Were there many? Not so's I can tell. He waited while I flicked through a few more pages before turning the book back to the page I'd found it on. Hard to say, I said. School? School. And so we began. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed today's reading, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe, and I'll check you later. Take care out there.